for the entire family. National Invitation Tournament final in New York's Madison Square Garden. The University of New Mexico versus Bradley for the NIT Championship. Bradley in the dark jerseys, New Mexico in the white, and they come up with the ball. Skip Kruzic holds it up. Into Claude Williams, who feeds Dick Ellis for the score. Bradley's ball. Laverne Todd, the Braves' leading scorer, drives in from the corner. His pass is deflected, but he quickly gets the ball back and goes in under the board for a basket. Kruzic brings it back for New Mexico. Ellis, number 52. Kruzic again, and around he goes. No good. Williams' rebound is over, but Bob Czar puts it away. Ron Patterson of the Braves. Eddie Jackson, number 45. Back to Patterson. The Bradley 5 has 6'9" Joe Storter in the pivot, and he's a dunker. Slow motion now of the lads from Peoria, Illinois. Bradley is seeking its third NIT title. Bobby West passes into Storter, and watch Big Joe drive around Bob Czar for the score. Pretty play. Bradley leads 33-22 at halftime. Number 31, Bradley's Laverne Todd. Over to West. And into Jackson. Eddie's one-handed jump shot misses, but not the rebound effort by Storter. Kruzic brings it back for the boys from Albuquerque. Into Williams. And now Ira Hodge, who gets credit for the basket because of Thompson's goaltending. Once more, slow motion on Bradley. That's Storter at the top of the key. Joe's one-hander is short, but Ernie Thompson gets the score. Now the Wolfpack. Dick Ellis on the far side. He's shooting from outside. Pretty. But Bradley's talented shooters are hard to stop. Hall passes long to Ron Martin, who dunks it. Dick Ellis again on the far side. His bounce pass is intercepted by Bobby West. And just look at the Braves set up for this one. Into Ernie Thompson, over to Laverne Todd for a beauty. 86-54, the Bradley Braves go on to win it, their third NIT crown. Laverne Todd judged the most valuable player. Chester, Pennsylvania versus Jersey City, New Jersey for the Biddy Basketball World Championship. And lots of excitement. The Pennsylvanians in the black, Jersey City in the white, and JC gets the ball. Number 3, Ron Priscilla holds it up and gets his boys organized. Number 14, Bob Mahan's jump shot is good. Now Chester, Pennsylvania's turn. Number 34 is Ed Swain, and he's an 11-year-old ace. In there. Number 4, Art Cavetti. To number 14, Mahan. Cavetti again. To Matthews, back to Mahan. That's Mahan, number 14. Across to Art Cavetti, whose shot goes up there. And it's around and in. Ed Swain brings it across the line for the Pennsylvanians. He's so good, they're triple teaming him. The pass goes to John Walker. His shot is missed, but Johnny gets the rebound and scores. Second half now, Jersey City's ball. Number 4, Cavetti. To number 9, Steve Hunsinger. Ed Swain steals it, and long passes to Walker, who lays it up for the two-pointer. That's Cavetti again. A nice bounce pass to Mahan, whose running jumper is off the rim. Number 6, Joe Polito rebounds. Number 3, Pasillo brings the ball across center court for Jersey City. They're up against some real ball hawks. Sylvester Jennings steals it and races all the way. 61-55, Chester, Pennsylvania wins the Biddy World Championship. Scoring 75 points in the 3-game tournament, little Ed Swain is named Mr. Biddy Basketball of 1964. Roberts Stadium, Evansville, Indiana. Akron University meets Evansville College for the National Collegiate Basketball Championship. Russ Grieger scores for Evansville. Randy Behrens brings it back for Akron. Marsh has it. Number 44 is Bill Stevens, who sets up Junior Carroll for a nice basket. Evansville has a 23-3 win record coming into this game, one of the best college teams in the nation. Jerry Sloan hitting from the side. Once more the Zips of Akron. Bill Stevens handling that ball. The pass is to Carroll. Randy's shot misses, but Akron battles hard for that rebound. And Frank Thompson taps it in. Now the Purple Aces of Evansville set up for a shot. Their big man on the pivot is 6'8" Ed Zouch. Zouch fires out to Larry Humes across to Wayne Boldinghouse, who bounce passes back to Humes for the score. 42-30 in favor of Evansville. Second half, Akron's ball as they try to get past a rugged defense. Stevens' shot is missed, and Denton rebounds for the Aces. Down to Larry Humes, over to Sam Watkins, and back to Humes for the bucket. This is Akron's second time to play on the National Collegiate Basketball Tournament, and in their first appearance, they lost to this very team, Evansville. Barron's shooting, and he's good. But this is Evansville's 8th appearance in this fine tournament, their 5th time to reach the finals, and twice they've captured the national championship. They're gunning for their 3rd crown tonight, and they're not making any mistakes. One more basket, and Evansville does it again. 72-49, they overcome Akron University to become the 1964 National Collegiate Basketball champions. Some of basketball's greatest, Bob Cousy. Bob Davies, the ex-Rochester Royal star. George Mikan, what a giant he was. They're all here for the NBA old-timers game. Mikan jumps against Ed McCauley, and Vern Mickelson passes to Davies for a quick layup. There's Bob Cousy, Bill Sharman, over to Ed McCauley. Easy Ed gives to Paul Hoffman, and Paul still has the eye. Good. That's Jim Pollard, the former Lakers star. Bob Davies again. And the feed is to George Mikan, who wheels and deals like yesterday. Number 4 is Carl Braun, the former New York Knicks star. Over to Bob Cousy. No good, but Braun rebounds. Over it goes to Bill Sharman. And just watch Bill as he finds the range. Swish. 24-23 at halftime in favor of the East old-timers. And here's Bob Davies bringing it back for the West. The feed is to Mikan, and George always was a great man on the post. Number 14 is Bob Cousy. Over to McCauley. Back to Coos, and he sure hasn't lost his aim. It's Bobby Davies' birthday, and he's honored right in the middle of the game. Congratulations, and many more happy years, Bobby. Davies and many of the great names here tonight played in the first NBA All-Star game back in 1951. There's Vern Mickelson, back to Bobby. Good. Sweetwater Clifton, over to Harry Gallatin. What great memories they bring back. A nice lead pass to Cousy, and back to Clifton. Sweets gives to Bill Sharman. Over to Carl Braun. Not bad at all. Bobby Wanzer across the line for the West. Cousy plays the old thief, and just look at them go. The pass is to Braun, and back to Clifton as East beats West in a night for old-timers of the NBA. Now the 1964 East-West All-Star Game of the National Basketball Association. West wears the black, and they get the tap. That's St. Louis's Bob Pettit, number 9. Good. Cincinnati's Oscar Robertson brings it back. Tom Hyson of the Boston Celtics. Kaboom. Bailey Howell of Detroit. Off the rim, and Russell rebounds for the East. Tom Gola of the New York Knicks, and over to Oscar Robertson. The Big O is having a big night tonight. It's good. Now it's the West turn. Don Ohl of the Pistons brings it back across the line. Wilt Chamberlain of the San Francisco Warriors is the man in the pivot. Out to Ohl. Len Wilkins of St. Louis. Terry Dissinger of Baltimore. Back to Don Ohl. Into Chamberlain. And this time Wilt goes on to score. Number 7 is Tom Gola of New York. The pass goes to Wayne Embry of the Royals, and is he ever sharp? Trouble for the East. Guy Rogers of San Francisco. Jerry West of the Lakers, and Dissinger does the scoring. East strikes back fast. A long pass to Bill Russell, and the Celtics star nets 2 points. That's Red Auerbach coaching the East. Here we go for the second half. East leading West, 59-49. East comes up with the ball. And Robertson promptly comes up with 2 points. There's his shot. Len Wilkins of the Hawks. And teammate Bob Pettit. Wilt the stilt. He misses, and Lenny Chappell of the Knicks rebounds for the East. That's Robertson, Greer, and Russell. 2 points. Number 44, the pride of Los Angeles, Jerry West. Across to Elgin Baylor, who hits the great Oscar Robertson. Bounce pass to Tommy Heinsohn, and another of his low-level hooks. West's ball. Pettit rims the basket, but the rebound comes back to his possession. Into Dissinger, and Bellamy for a dunk job. Sam Jones of Boston, number 24. Robertson gives to Heinsohn, who misses, and look out. Pettit fires to Dissinger for a hanger. East ball, and they're hanging on in their lead with a show of basketball magic. Jerry Lucas with a backhanded layup as the Eastern All-Stars beat the West 111-107. With NBA Commissioner Walter Kennedy standing by his side, Oscar Robertson is named the game's most valuable player. With more than 10,000 fans looking on in Kansas City, Missouri, Pan American College meets Rockhurst College for the 27th Annual Basketball Championship of the NAIA, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. That's Rockhurst with the ball. Joel Frisch passes to Ralph Telkin, who misses, and Luscious Jackson rebounds for Pan American. On to Vince Marino. And a pass to Marty Urand, whose jump shot is up and good. Number 35 is Jim Seltzer of Rockhurst. With Dennis Babbitt, number 11, he sets up Ralph Telkin. There's the feed, and there's the basket. Pan American in the white. They're from Edinburgh, Texas, and under some hard defensive pressure right now. Marino gives to Jackson, and that young man can really jump shoot. It's up and in. Rockhurst trails at this stage of the game, but they certainly play a wide-open brand of basketball. Just watch them move that ball around. Telkin in the corner, fires across court to Al Payne, number 10. Into Pat Caldwell as Rockhurst trails at halftime, 32-29. Second half, Pan American College has the ball. Mitchell Edwards, number 52. Edwards gives to Jim Board, who's fouled as he drives, and he makes his shot. 10 times this close-fought contest is all tied up, and now in the last half, Rockhurst has overtaken the Texas team. Dick Henyer's shot rims the basket, but Caldwell rebounds to get the 2 points. Walter Yates from the side, no good, and Jim Seltzer rebounds to go all the way. It's the final score of the evening as Rockhurst College beats Pan American 66-56 to win the NAIA tournament. A happy night for their fans in Kansas City, Missouri. The Harlem Magicians warm up in Madison Square Garden, but as anyone can plainly see, they're red hot already. The Magicians play the New York Olympians, and it's a real friendly game. The hand of friendship freezes as Josh Ryder scores. That's Marcus Haynes on the far side, a wizard at sleight of hand. Bob Woods is in the pivot, and he doesn't miss many tricks either. In the second half, the Harlem Magicians continue to score at will. So Bob Woods pulls a switch. Why not help the opposition with a wrong-way Corrigan act? It certainly baffles everyone, especially his teammates. That's not Little Red Riding Hood in the post. It's Bob Woods again. Wouldn't you just know it? Woods can make a basketball practically talk. Pretty. Over to Josh Ryder for a terrific shot. Swish. Finally, another look at Marcus Haynes, unquestionably the greatest dribbler who ever lived. Hats off to the Harlem Magicians. At Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City, Missouri, it's Duke versus UCLA for the NCAA championship. Duke in the dark jerseys wins the tap. Posey Harrison feeds Jay Buckley for the score. The Bruins come into this championship game undefeated in 29 straight. Gail Goodridge misses from the side, but look how he fights through to score that rebound. Look at this, a full court press by UCLA. Jeff Mullins and Buzzy Harrison take it across the line. Harrison gives it back to Mullins on the side, and he shoots straight. The Bruins have a mighty smooth offense to go with their high college ranking. That's Walt Hazzard with the ball. Over to Goodrich, Jack Hirsch, and Jack feeds the fast-moving Hazzard for a basket. Look at him cut and drive. Pretty play. 9 different times the score is tied during the first half of this game, but now the Blue Devils have fallen slightly behind. That's Mullins, number 44, terrific sharpshooter. It's good. UCLA doesn't let up the pressure one bit. They control that ball beautifully. Watch Goodrich handle that ball in backcourt. He's some dribbler. Over to Hazzard, and Walt holds it up. The Bruins lead at halftime with Hirsch's jumper, 50-38. Second half, Duke's ball. They're the underdog now, and they've got to come from behind. Harrison from the outside. Good. Watch Walt Hazzard bring it all the way back. That's all right, too. Hank Tyson, one of the tall men for Duke. Looks like he's in trouble, but he manages well. Pretty shot. But the Bruins from Los Angeles have too much in their basketball arsenal for the Duke team to overtake them. They're determined to win their 30th straight game of the season and to take home the NCAA title. That's Kenny Washington with the ball, and he's the star performer too. Another basket as UCLA beats Duke 98-83 for the 1964 NCAA championship. First named in 1932, the Converse Chuck Taylor All-America selections are the oldest in the history of basketball. Taken at the close of the season, the selections represent the poll of 743 college coaches, sports writers, and sportscasters from all over the nation. With great pride, therefore, we present the Converse All-Americans. From Kentucky, Charles Cotton Nash, all-time Wildcats scoring leader with a four-year total of 2,246 points. Blessed with speed and agility, he excelled in every aspect of the game. The blonde bombshell of Kentucky. From Bowling Green, Howard Butch Comides, a dedicated player. He hit 50 points against Niagara and made 50 successive free throws in a 5-game period. A terrific marksman. From UCLA, Walter Hazard. Hazard directed the Bruins to their phenomenal 30-0 record for the season. His clever passing, dribbling, and feeding of his teammates made him a standout. A member of the 1964 U.S. Olympic team, he played his best when the going was hardest. From Duke University, Jeff Mullins. Also a member of the 1964 U.S. Olympic team, Mullins had a 3-year varsity scoring record of 1,888 points. A master of off-balance shots, he was not only an acrobatic star around the hoop, he was an excellent feeder on the fast break as well. From Davidson College, Fred Hetzel, 6 feet 8 inches tall, another scoring leader. Practicing incessantly to better his shots, Fred hits on 55% of the ones he tries. A graceful, stylish player. From Texas Western, Jim Barnes, also 6 feet 8. He's the Miners' first basketball All-America choice and a member of the 1964 U.S. Olympic team. Bad News Barnes averaged 29 points per game last season, a deadly outside jump shooter. From Ohio State, Gary Braggs. Gary led the Buckeyes to their Big Ten co-title with Michigan by tallying over 700 points last season and setting campus and conference marks in shooting percentage. From Michigan, Cassie Russell. Only a sophomore, Russell was a unanimous Big Ten choice and the most valuable player of the co-champion Wolverines, averaging more than 24 points per game. From Princeton, Bill Bradley, the greatest ever in Ivy League history with a 32.3 points per game average. Another selection for the 1964 U.S. Olympic team, Bradley plays a brilliant all-around game. Finally, from Wichita, Dave Stallworth, who owns virtually every Shaka scoring mark of note. Dave is quick and tricky, has an excellent touch, is ambidextrous, and can hit from any point 20 feet from the hoop. An all-around star to round out the 1964 Converse All-America team. The 16th annual National Wheelchair Basketball Tournament takes place at Queens College, New York, and the championship final pits Long Beach, California against Indianapolis. The Long Beach Flying Wheels in the black jerseys have the ball, and they have a tremendous record. They've captured the championship 6 times in 17 years, and in the last 5 years, they've won 80 games against losing only 2. Number 22 is John Cheeves, one of their top scorers. He passes to Earl Gerard for the score. The Indianapolis Olympians have a fine record, too. They're a power in the Midwest and have won 32 games straight. The rules allow a player to carry the ball, but he cannot take more than 2 consecutive pushes. Dave Wall scoring after a rebound. Number 11 is Bill Johnson, an 8-time All-American in wheelchair basketball. Cheeves' shot rims the basket, but Johnson gets the rebound, and watch him set up a screen for Cheeves again. There it is, and John makes it good. The Olympians ball. Bud Rumpel and Jack Higgins exchange passes. Higgins' shot is a perfect one. He's high scorer for the Indianapolis team, but the Olympians can't match the overall excellence of the Far Westerners. Paced by Cheeves, Johnson, and Gerard, all of whom score in double figures, Long Beach holds its lead. A final basket by Phil Ramsey, and they win 45-40, the fifth straight national crown for some plucky champions in wheelchair basketball. Each year, the Converse Rubber Company is proud to present the top players of the National Basketball Association. From the Major League of Basketball, we now give you capsule portraits of the NBA's All-Star team, the Rookie of the Year, and the Most Valuable Player. Elgin Baylor of the Los Angeles Lakers, whom many regard as the best all-around performer in the Major League of Basketball. For 6 straight years, he's been named to the All-Star team. In scoring, playmaking, and rebounding, Baylor excels. Bob Pettit of the St. Louis Hawks, the NBA's third top scorer with 2,190 points. Pettit has, over a 10-year span in the league, scored nearly 20,000 points, the most ever in the NBA. A superstar, Bob Pettit of St. Louis. Wilt Chamberlain of the San Francisco Warriors, the league's leading scorer for the last 5 years. Chamberlain made nearly 3,000 points during the last season, averaging over 36 points per game. He also grabbed 1,687 rebounds, the league's deadliest man under the boards. Jerry West of the Los Angeles Lakers, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Jerry averaged nearly 29 points a game and was 5th highest scorer in the league. An inspiring backcourt player, he made 403 assists to rate 4th in the NBA. A marvelously talented basketball star, Jerry West. Oscar Robertson of the Cincinnati Royals, the most valuable player in the NBA. The Big O led the league in assists and in free throw percentage, and he was second only to Chamberlain in total points, 2,484 the season, over 31 points per game. A sure bet for basketball's Hall of Fame, Oscar Robertson. Finally, Jerry Lucas of the Cincinnati Royals, the Rookie of the Year. The former Ohio State star led the NBA in field goal percentage in his first season, tying the league record of .528, and 3rd highest in rebounds. Jerry Lucas, the Rookie of the Year. Standing room only in the Boston Garden as Bill Russell of the Celtics jumps against Wilt Chamberlain of the Warriors in basketball's World Championship Final. Boston wins possession. Casey Jones' shot rims the basket. But Russell rebounds and gives to Sam Jones. Good. San Francisco's ball. Al Attles dribbles it up court. Over to Gary Phillips and into Chamberlain, who dunks it. Coach Brett Auerbach of Boston on the sidelines. Bill Russell has it on the far side. No good. But Willie Knowles pursues that rebound. And Knowles gets the bucket. Phillips, number 7 of the Warriors. Gary's shot is off, but the rebound is recovered in backcourt by Attles. Over to Phillips again. Tom Meschery and Chamberlain, the master of the dunk. Sam Jones has it for the Celtics. Over to Ramsey. Back to Russell and back to Sam Jones for a running shot from the side. Good. San Francisco brings it back. They trail 3-1 in this best out of 7 series, so their backs are against the wall. Gary Phillips. Over to Meschery. To Nate Thurman. And back to Tom for a score. That's Casey Jones coming down fast. Tom Heinsohn. To Tom Sanders and back to Heinsohn. Tom's shot is up and good. And the Celtics lead at halftime, 62-43. Boston's ball in the second half. Bill Russell setting up Sam Jones. A beautiful shot coming up. As Jones, number 24. Perfect. Coach Alex Hannum and the Warriors. San Francisco on the move. Phillips to Chamberlain to Attles for a basket. Boston hits right back. It's a long pass to Johnny Havlicek. And he's got the range. Phillips takes it across the center line. Over to Attles. Now to Thurman in the corner. Nate's shot rims the basket, and Havlicek rebounds for the Celtics. Over to Sam Jones, number 24. On to Heisen, whose shot is stuffed in by Big Bill Russell. With 10 seconds to go, that clinches it. Boston fans have already started to carry Coach Red Auerbach off the court. Their Celtics have just won their 6th consecutive championship of the National Basketball Association. Finally, officials clear the court, and Havlicek proceeds to sink 2 foul shots. But it's no easy matter to hold back the Boston fans. Bedlam breaks out again as Boston beats the San Francisco Warriors 105-99 to become for the 6th time the world champions of basketball, the kings of the NBA.